from residents that supported the bandbox change. We also sent letters to Commissioner Yancey, and we also just followed up by providing her with information just to demonstrate that this kind of policy change had broad support across the city of Atlanta. In 2013, Commissioner Yancey worked with Mayor Christine Reed and actually made history in the city of Atlanta by banning the box. Atlanta became the first city in the state of following up the city, and we want to move forward with a proposal to build on that bandbox change. So I believe we're going to
Thank you very much, Ms. Davis. Ms. Wynn.
Okay, good afternoon, council members, for allowing us to speak today. And I want to add on to that, and since the box has been banned with the city of Atlanta, from March to December of 2013, there have been 12% formerly incarcerated individuals hired with the city of Atlanta successfully. And also, along with 95 able and women on the rise, we've been working closely with Governor Deal's Support Transition and Reentry Council to provide them with language and information from other states that have successfully banned the box. And Governor Deal has also promised to ban the box on all state employment applications except for high-level security jobs. And so, in January, we met with Officer Brooks, and he liked the idea of banning the box. He asked for certain information and statistics from other cities that has passed this type of ordinance. I followed up and I complied with that request. As of today, we haven't heard anything else after we sent out emails to Mr. Brooks. That's why we're here today. And we believe it's only fair for people with backgrounds to be able to get jobs and for contractors to follow the model of the city of Atlanta. Individuals to get through, to get a fair chance at an interview or a job. We have people in the city that have not been arrested in 5, 10, 15 years, but when they check these boxes, they're out. I am a formerly incarcerated individual. I know it from firsthand experience, what it means not to be able to get a job. And if you haven't been arrested 5, 10, 15 years, it's not likely that you're going to commit another crime. And we believe that the city of Atlanta should follow up and pass this ordinance so people that have backgrounds will be able to get a job. And we feel that makes a lot of sense in the vote that you do.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rivera.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Xochitl Rivera. Was very well said. And I'm with the Racial Justice Action Center. We have a number of projects, but I'm here today on behalf of the project of Women on the Rise, which is an organization of women and men who love us, who are directly impacted by the criminal justice system. We have a goal to reduce the number of women behind bars in the state of Georgia by 50% in the next 10 years. And there's lots of things that need to happen for that change to be made, but we're here working in collaboration with 9 to 5, Working Women, and others to talk about banning the box and expanding that to the contractors and the vendors of the city of Atlanta. So I'm really mostly here to say, to let folks know, there are 11 states that have banned the box, there are 60 municipalities, and there are 19 who've extended that ban from just city employees to the contractors and the vendors who contract with the city, including Jacksonville, Florida, Louisville, Kentucky, Indianapolis, Richmond, California, Atlantic City, New Haven, Pittsburgh, etc. And I have a list, and I'd be happy to share the actual ordinances. But just to give a basic summary of them, a number of them do extend to contractors and vendors. They may make a difference between how big the contract is, and they make it unlawful to discriminate based on a former conviction. Some take it off of the initial application and the first interview. Some go far as to say that you can't ask that question until you have made a provisional offer of employment. And those are the ones that we see as actually being the strongest and the best protections for people. So at the point of an offer is made of employment, and at that point a background check can be done. But it really allows for, in all of these cities, there's wonderful data, and the National Employment Law Project has provided a great deal to show the benefits in terms of reducing recidivism and allowing for employment opportunities for those who have criminal records.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, our next three speakers are Roland Carlisle, Janine Brown, and Ken Allen.
Hello, hopefully everyone can hear me. It's an honor to be with you today. I'm Roland Carlisle, and I'm a member of 9-5 Reform Institutions, Portland Hospital. I'm a graduate from Florida A&M University. Unfortunately, while I was in college, I was convicted of a marijuana-related conviction. I subsequently graduated college and came to Atlanta for more opportunity from Florida. In the process of trying to find a job, I found it very, very difficult, despite my education, to get a job in any field, whether it was applying for Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. My application was disregarded because I was honest. I actually pursued some training through the WIA Workforce Investing Act and received some training that assisted significantly when I was subsequently able to get a job. However, the job that I got was through a staffing agency, not just because they didn't ask about criminal history. Subsequent to that, I received another job, which I'm at now, which actually the largest company in the world. No coincidence that with the staffing agency out of the state of New York, that I was hired. I just wanted to say that clearly there's a very adverse effect on individuals. I was 19 years old. I had just turned 20 when I was convicted when I was arrested. I want to say that there is a law in the books, Title VII of 1964, Civil Rights Act, that prohibits discrimination, blanket discrimination based on criminal history. They actually they actually recommend that the question is asked later during the hiring process. I have the information here. I can share it if you want to see guidance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Ms. Brown.
Good afternoon, President Mitchell and fellow council members. I'm Janine Brown, and I'm with Atlantic Building Leadership for Empowerment. We are a faith-based coalition of congregations, unions, and community groups, proud to have been working with this coalition to help my fellow citizens of Atlanta to get work. I live in Reynoldstown, and as a taxpayer in the city of Atlanta, it is very disturbing to me when I see contractors all over the city that don't look like the people that live in my neighborhood, that are from my neighborhood. And if the city can lead the way, which was so fabulous, when we took the question off of our city applications, 12% of the employees hired have criminal backgrounds. This is fabulous. Now, as a taxpayer, my money goes for contracts. We should use the same value system and have our contractors, as a condition of contracting in the request for proposal, enforceable condition of contracting with the city, do the same. Give people a fair chance to rebuild their lives, to become full members of society, communities, and our city. So I ask you, please consider this ordinance change, and let's lead the way again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown. Mr. Ken Allen.
Thank you, President Mitchell, council members. Ken Allen, President, International Brotherhood of Police Officers, Local 623. What I want to do quickly, based on the time restraints and also the fact that I don't want to get too drawn down on what we were talking about. June 11th, 2012, the International Brotherhood of Police Officers and PACE called together a meeting of the Pension Reform Committee and presented this document in which we first challenged the legality of the pension reform in question and asked for further review. We met again and were told it would take a judge to tell us from the law department that we were wrong in that pension reform. We continue to do the research based on employees, not just with the police department, not just with fire, but general as well. As you know, I'm a member of the National Executive Board for NAGE. There are employees that wanted a simple answer to the questions posed from June 11th, 2012. Was it legal? So all we're asking and being villainized for that course is what we did within a year of the original enacted pension reforms, asking for that question be answered. I want to share this document with the council members that were not here at the time, make sure that this can get copied for the rest of the council that might not have retained it, and understand this was called into question then. It was served November last year, and we are still working forward on what we were looking at, the compression and the rest of it, two separate issues. Thank you, Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Allen. The next three speakers are Ms. Karen Brewer, David Canute, and Mr. David Wardell.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Council President Cesar Mitchell, and thank you, honorable council members. I am going to ask Ron Fennell to take just a moment after I get through speaking. I know generally